Hello everyone and welcome to my holiday chat with Amy. I'm feeling very festive today, as you can see. I've got this great hat that has lots of bells, so if it gets too distracting I'll take it off. And I'm sporting my new ugly Christmas sweater. How cute is this? I mean, come on, you gotta love it, right? Olivia Trevino. Hey Olivia, thank you for joining me. Good morning, good morning. I always know that it's also 9 a.m. Pacific, which means for some people it's afternoon. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I'm just so thrilled to have you here on this lovely Monday morning, wherever you are in the world. And hope you had a great weekend. And today I'm really excited to share with you some things that I've been thinking about, especially over the weekend and then the last few weeks, about really using the power of generosity in your life, in your business. And knowing that when you get to practice this level of generosity, it can do wonders in just your own personal development. It can attract new clients. It can create new joint venture relationships. There's so many opportunities that when we slip out of that and get to any kind of scarcity mindset, that's when we stop ourselves from really playing a bigger game and being more generous. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to share with you some things that I have done in my business that have really helped me to take things to the next level. And it's wild because it all is in the spirit of generosity. And if these jingle bells are distracting, tell me, because I don't know how they are coming through sound-wise. But I want to make sure that you can hear everything I'm saying, even though this hat is fabulous. Do you love? If you love it, show me some hearts. Also, if you're just joining me now for the first time, or if you're rejoining me, I would love for you to say hello and where you're from. I always love to know where everybody is in the world. And yeah. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and just talk about how generosity can attract more clients. Sometimes I write these things down because otherwise, you know me, I'm all about just going off on tangents and storytelling. So I want to make sure I'm providing the best value for you. So, okay. So first of all, and this is something you can totally take notes on, because if this is something that's really helpful for you, you can actually start using this today and see how it makes a difference for you if you're not already doing things like this. So first of all, hi Olga, thanks for joining. Who else is on? I want to see who else is on right now. Yeah, say hello if you just joined me. Okay, so first of all, when it comes to using generosity to attract new clients, is to give yourself some space and time to think about their clients. Like really think about what their pain points are and what it is that they want. So often I'll see entrepreneurs who are just like, oh, I just need more clients, or I just need to, kind of really just be in the grind of being in sales and attracting new clients and doing all these things where they're just right like in their heads instead of being in their hearts. And what I mean by that is when you actually take time, like you could actually even today carve out even 5 minutes to sit in a quiet space and think about your clients and think about your future clients and actually kind of go within and just say, what is their pain point? Like, what are they going through right now? Or what challenges are they facing? What obstacles are they facing? And what do they want? Like, what do they want to overcome? And ultimately, what do they want as their desired result? And when you allow yourself that time to really drop within and think about them, it opens things up within to really think about how you can make a difference for them. So even a few minutes, I do this often because if I ever feel like I'm not playing a bigger game. Like I know that there's so much more that I want to do during my journey. Like I've grown my business, I've grown my impact and my connections and my online audience and all these things. And at the end of the day, what's most fulfilling is when when I know I can make a difference for someone, even just one person. Like I still love being on coaching calls or strategy calls with people where I know that in that one conversation, there may have been one thing that made a difference for that person. Like it's just the most fulfilling thing, more than any new contract or anything like that. It's like when you get that feeling, when you get the chills, you're like, oh God, I did something to be able to help this person, and they're able to run with it and it actually can make an impact in their life. And then it has a ripple effect to others. So the first thing is to really take some time, some quiet time and space to really think about your clients and think about what is their pain point? What are they going through right now? If you don't know, ask some of your existing clients or people that you see that are like your ideal clients, even if they're not working with you, and just ask them, like, what are you focusing on right now? Or what are what are your biggest challenges? Just to do a survey, and that way you can really have an idea of what their pain points are and where you can best help them. So the second thing, I'm gonna give you five 5 steps today of how generosity can attract more clients. So that was number 1. The second thing is so as you're thinking about them and you're thinking about their pain points and what they want, then you can think about how you can be generous and add more value to your offerings. So sometimes I'll have clients of mine who will be working on their sales and client attraction, and they'll say, yeah, I'm having these conversations with people and they really like me and I'm feeling a connection with them, but ultimately they're not saying yes, or they're not stepping into my program or product, buy my product or whatever they have going on their event. And so I'll just find out more about, well, tell me about what it is that you're offering and how is it going to make a difference for people? Like, what's your big promise? So these are some things that if you haven't really thought about them or haven't thought about them in a while, sometimes as you are evolving your business, it's good to reassess, who am I really serving the most? Who is my ideal client from today's vantage point? Like, I myself come back to this exercise all the time because what I've noticed is that as I've grown, the people I attract are at a different mindset level. Like, it's just a different demographic. And so now I'm focusing really on them and where we're going. So if you think about how you can be generous and add more value to your offerings, then you can think about like, okay, if I were to be able to help this person or this type of person to overcome their pain point and achieve their desired result and make a big promise, what would that be? What would that look like? And really think about what is included in this package, where it's not about how much the package costs, and it's more about how much this package will help someone. So get out of sales and into service, get out of sales and into solution, get out of sales and get into generosity. So it's not about like, oh, I've got to make a sale, and it's more around, I get to make a difference. And when you put together a package and you take the time to be generous enough to think about your ideal clients and think about how you can best serve them, then when you're putting together this package, it's coming from that place of love and compassion and generosity. Do you get to make a sale if if the person says yes? Absolutely, and that can benefit you as well. But it's not a bad thing to be generous and help them and also be able to receive abundance at the same time. And so I think sometimes there's a little bit of that tug of war of just like, oh, I don't want to feel like a salesy, slimy person. And it's like, well, it doesn't have to be salesy and slimy. You could focus more on being solution-oriented and service-based and really think about the person and just say, gosh, if I could just have the opportunity to work with them, and if they were open and coachable, or if they were willing to use my product or come to this event, I know that it would make a difference for them. Okay, a little sip of coffee here. Okay, is this helpful so far? I want to see some hearts, some love. I'm feeling a little sleepy this Monday morning, so I'm like, okay, I get to wake up and bring my energy. my Friday call, I was on fire. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I was on fire. I had that like crazy energy, and even to the point where some of my colleagues and friends were like, wow, did you have like super espresso or something? I was like, no, I hadn't even had coffee yet. But there's days when you're so awake. Anyway, so I get to wake up. Okay, so the third thing, so once you've given yourself some time and space to really think about your client, their pain point, what they want, and then the second step of really putting the value, like think about how you can be generous and add more value to the offerings. The third step is this is so important. This is one of the most important things, is to enroll yourself first. Enroll yourself first. So if you have an offering that you're just like, yeah, I created this new package, this new offering, and you're just like, I'm going to go out there and sell it, but there's something inside of you that just doesn't fully believe that you can sell it or doesn't fully believe in the package, then you get to enroll yourself first. So what I mean by that is just to really think about what's included. So for example, I know some of you heard me talk about Powerhouse, right? Powerhouse is like, it's my most exciting new offering that I'm putting out there in the world, because there's just a bigger vision for being able to bring people together in person at this all-inclusive retreat, have it be this dreamy, live like a millionaire business retreat, and also bring people together so that they can really make a difference for one another and have fun in the process. So it's like part business mastermind, part work retreat where we'll actually get work done while we're at this beautiful mansion on the ocean in Florida, and part vacation. So as I've been thinking about this and having people step into the Powerhouse program and retreat, because there's also weekly calls that we're jumping on and sharing our weekly declarations and commitments for the week and helping each other out, and I'm helping them to really define their ultimate marketing message. Like, the more I think about this package, the more I'm enrolled in my own package, to the point where where, with your offerings, you could think about it as if someone else were to put this package in front of me, would I step into it? Would it be like, yes, I'm absolutely in? And if it's not there yet, you get to keep tweaking the package itself and think about what you can add, what value can you add, instead of how can I discount it, right? Like, why would you discount something if it has so much value in it? It just does. Like, and think about how you are as a consumer. When you go to places that have the top customer service, the best quality of products, for me, Nordstrom comes to mind. Like, I know when I go to Nordstrom that if I'm there to shop, that I will be well taken care of. And will it be a bigger investment for a pair of shoes than if I go to, I don't know, Ross or TJ Maxx, even though those places are great too? It's just a different experience, right? Like, what will the experience be? And how generous will the people there be with me? Will they take time with me to get to know me and see? Like, I love when I go to Nordstrom and they're like, oh, are you shopping for a special occasion? What do you have coming up? They get to know me. They're asking me enrollment questions about what is my desired result. And then they're helping me get there because now they're putting themselves in my shoes. Do they want to make some sales? Absolutely. But they're also thinking about what it is that they want, what I want, what it is that I need, and they're helping me get there. So it's the same thing in any business. Okay, so enroll yourself first. The fourth step is to reach out to your ideal clients. So this is another thing that sometimes I'll work with my clients or colleagues or entrepreneurial friends, and there's like, yeah, I've got this really great package, but it's not selling. And I'm like, well, are you talking to people about it? Are you making offers? Like, how many offers have you made in the last month? How many conversations have you had? Like, well, I've kind of sort of talked to a few people. Like, that is not enrollment at all. You get to really think about, who do you believe this package will make a difference for? Who do you believe this package will make a difference for? And make a list of those people. Some of you have heard me talk about this before. Make a list of those people and then start to reach out to them. And whether they're new connections, like that maybe are on your email list or follow you on social media, so that maybe they're totally new to you, or even if you've been connected with them in a while. Lately, I've had some phenomenal conversations with people that we've actually known each other for years. We've been connected somehow for years, and they've been just coming to the surface and like, Amy, I just want to let you know that I've been following you for several years now, like not to be like a stalker or whatever, but I've been following you for several years now. And I really want to talk to you because I see how much you've grown and it's really inspired me, and I want to see what you're up to. Or I've been seeing some images about this whole powerhouse thing. I want to learn more, or even learn about how, what else do you have to offer so I can see how I could work with you if that's a possibility. And I know it's because I just consistently put myself out there, and then it's about connection, right? Connecting with people. So either people have come to the surface and reached out to me, and I'm constantly reaching out to people to catch up with them and get to know them and see where they are in their journey. And then finally, number 5 is to not be attached to the outcome. I think sometimes when people hold back from reaching out to people, it's because they actually have a big goal in mind, or they're just like, yeah, I really have this goal of enrolling 5 new clients or 10 new clients or 50 new clients, but they're so attached to the result that they stop themselves from even getting on the phone or on Skype or on Zoom, and then they miss out on even building that connection and seeing if there's an opportunity to make an offer. So the way that I do it is I think about, okay, if I believe that what I have to offer might make a difference for this person, and I say might because I'm not sure where they are in their journey unless I've talked to them recently. And if I haven't talked to them recently or ever, then this is my chance to really practice generosity, ask them questions, and listen deeply as to where they are now in relation to where they want to go, and then decide if I'm going to make the offer. And even once I've made the offer, I'm not attached to whether or not they say yes. I'm not attached because it's not up to me, right? I'm really not attached. And that way I don't get into that space of like, I need to make this sale, or this has to happen, or they really should do this, and get to that kind of pushy kind of space that some people go to. And instead, I'm really open and just asking questions. In fact, sometimes I won't make the offer because they're simply not the right fit. That way, when I do make an offer, I know I'm making an offer because I believe it'll make a bigger difference for the person. And I'll even say that to them. I'll even say, I don't make an offer to everybody, and it's because I only make offers to people that I believe that my offer will make a difference for, and I believe that this will make a difference for you. And so people, of course, receive that from a place of love and compassion. They feel that, and even then, whether or not they say yes isn't the point. They just know that I'm coming from a good place. So I'm not attached, and I'm committed. So I'm not attached to them saying yes to me. at the same time, I'm committed to making a difference for them any way that I can. So when I bring this generosity, this like in the spirit of generosity, when I bring this level of generosity to my conversations with people, they feel that energy from me, and I don't go into, oh, I've got to hit my numbers, achieve these goals. Like, I'm committed to my goals, and at the same time, I know that my worthiness is intact whether or not I achieve them. And that was another big life lesson I had this year. It's like, I used to be so hard on myself if I ever did not hit my numbers. And I realized that I was attaching my worthiness to my results instead of realizing that I'm worthy no matter what. I'm worthy if I achieve my results. I'm worthy if I do not achieve my results. So it's all good. My worthiness is intact. I get to stand in my power, and I get to be out there making a difference for people. Olivia says, working with Amy is priceless. Oh, any opportunity to jump on the Amy train is worth it. Love you, Amy. Olivia, you're amazing. Olivia Trevino, much, much, much love to you, my dear. So if this is helpful, go ahead and post some hearts, put some love. And for those of you watching the replay, let me know what your biggest takeaway is or what your questions are. I always like to use Holiday Chat with Amy to also answer your questions to find out where you are in your business, practice generosity, help you out any way that I can, and just know that you're not in this alone. I think sometimes as entrepreneurs, we can feel like I'm in this alone and the weight of the world is on my shoulders, when at the end of the day, if you're just open to it, you can connect with such amazing people and also have some guidance and support and accountability to get to where you want to go. So if you're joining me just now, or if this is something that has been helpful, let me know. And if you have any specific questions, like if there's an area of business that you need help in, this is a chance for you to just go ahead and type it in the comments and let me know how I can best help you. I know we've kind of a smaller group this morning on the live call anyway. So ask me anything and I'm happy to help you. Like, you could even think about where you are in relation to your goal for finishing the year strong. And if there's an area that you're like, gosh, I could really use some support on this, or, what do you do when you're in this mindset? I love those questions. Like, what do you do when you're trying to stay motivated and this and that and the other? Mindset stuff is so important. Any questions? Okay, we got a quiet small group today. But that's okay. If you're watching the replay, then go ahead and post your question, and I'll come back to this later and answer the questions. So I just want to invite everybody to just practice a higher level of generosity if you're not already doing it. Even if you are, like, I am someone who believes so much in the spirit of generosity that I always think about, how can I be more generous? How can I help more people? How can I create more value in my offerings? What would help this person, this one, it's all about one person at a time. What would help this one person to get to where they want to go? If I could create an offering that was so amazing that could help them get there, what would it be? And when I practice that, it's amazing how even when I'm reaching out to someone and I know that they're like my next client, like I know that we get to work together, they're actually thanking me for the offering that I've created. They're just like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's so generous. And of course, I'm excited to welcome them in as a new client. So take your generosity to the next level, put yourself out there, reach out to people. Don't be afraid to send them a Facebook message or text them or make a phone call or email your list. Just open yourself up and make a difference for them and watch what happens in your business and in your life. Okay, on that note, I'm going to wrap this one up. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them below. I'm sending you much love this holiday season. I hope you're enjoying my Holiday Chat with Amy. It's happening weekdays at 9 a.m. Pacific, and hope to see you here tomorrow. All right, bye.